In the heart of Pennsylvania lies McKeesport, where the spirit of community thrives. Within McKeesport High School, a new generation unites, driven by their love for this special place. This is the journey of McKeesport High School football team, as they defy expectations and pave their way to the state championship. Beyond football, this is a testament to the unbreakable bond between the community and their heroes. It reminds us that dreams can become reality when a town unites behind a common goal.
McKeesport isn't really viewed by the outside community very favorably.
These kids really feel kind of the burden of, hey, it's our time to do something big for our community and to do something positive. These kids some of them come from very difficult home lives, not a lot of money, and coming here, and we try to do our part to help any way we can. But I think football is a great outlet for them to be able to express themselves and also be able to compete at a high level. And hopefully, the main goal is to ultimately get a college scholarship and to be able to play on Saturdays. Last year, we ended our season at the semifinals. We were one kick away from making it to Heinz Field and playing for the WPIAL championship.
A 24-yard field goal for Milton Campos to send the Tigers to Heinz Field. Snap is high, kick is up, kick is no good, wide right.
Everyone thought it went in. Everybody thought it was within the poles. So everyone was jumping, everyone was screaming, lights were flashing, and then they said it was no good, it was wide.
Last year's double overtime semifinal loss to Aliquippa was one of the more difficult losses that I've experienced as an athletic director here.
Seeing the kids go from elated to deflated was just a heartbreak for everybody on the team, everybody on the staff, including myself.
Congratulations to Mike Moorfield and the Quips as Aliquippa will move on. Good season for the Tigers. They'll finish 9-3 overall. Aliquippa will face Bell Vernon in Heinz Field next week. From double overtime, final score from Cannon McMillan. It's the Aliquippa Quips 27, the McKeesport Tigers 21. Until next time, good night.
There's a lot of great things that happen here. You can't convince a lot of people that. When we're running through a tournament in the postseason and we have a great team, sometimes you feel the deck stacked against you. But that's what makes it all the while more fulfilling. You're often told, there's comments, don't go to McKeesport at night, don't go to, we're not going to go to that ball game, it starts too late. There's just certain things that, you deal with it being an athletic director at a place like McKeesport, Aliquippa, some other places that, have fallen on more rough times over the last, couple decades.
Growing up in McKeesport is not the easiest place to grow up. Like, we all know that. And we all grew up with each other from the trenches. And we're all brothers. And Trench Bros it's everyone on the team. It's not just a class, it's everyone. We're all brothers, and it means a lot for us. And that's the Trench Bros.
So, Trench Bros started in the middle of the 2021 season. I felt like wherever we went, as a team, we could grind out a win. If we played together, we could grind it out. But the whole squad in general, I feel like they felt it when they said it.
We're all a part of Trench Bros because we all fight and get down into the trench together.
We come together as one. We're all brothers, we're all play as a family, and we got each other's backs.
We from the trenches. We lost people we were all close to at young ages. We stuck together through it all. Fights, arguments. It's always been us forever.
Jamil Perryman, our quarterback, he just moved to quarterback this year, running our offense. Usually most of our quarterbacks have run it since the 7th grade. Jamil was able to pick it up in a matter of months. He also has rushed for 1,000 yards, has around 16 touchdowns, and has been, kind of the engine behind our offense this season. He's been amazing on both sides of the ball. He's still our starting free safety. He's been our starting free safety for the last 3 years.
He's just a special talent. You never question his heart, though. His heart, he might be 5'9", but his heart stood 7 foot.
Bobby Boyd's been one of the top players in the WPIL for the last couple of years. He's rushed for over 1,000 yards this year, and he's only played in about 7.5 games. He's dynamic with the ball in his hands. He's been amazing in the kick return game. He's been amazing in the punt return game. But, all the offensive accolades that he has, he's the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in our conference and front runner to win it again this year. He's had 7 interceptions, 5 fumble recoveries, and over 100+ yards in returns on either interceptions or fumbles.
From the classroom to the field, he's another guy that he leads by example, true definition of a student athlete. His dad's very active. You'll see his dad, you might hear him in the stands, but he stays on Bobby. He pushes Bobby, and Bobby knows that. He has a lot of people watching, and it's okay because he can handle. He has big shoulders. He can carry a lot on his shoulders. Heart-wise and talent-wise, off the charts. He can go up against anyone.
A hard loss, but that's what kind of been the mission for this season. Is unfinished was our title for this year. We were unfinished business. We thought we had a chance to make it to a championship game. We ended up losing on a heartbreaking loss. And now from the off season till this particular moment, we're still trying to strive to get to that point to where we can make up for last year's shortcomings.
Our expectations are high here. The community has high expectations for us. The families have high expectations for their student athletes.
Like every year, you turn in your equipment a couple days after the season ends. It's one of the most heartbreaking times as a coach and as a player. It's the last time you guys are really going to be together as a team. When we came back together in January, there was more of a mission that we wanted to really improve physically, getting stronger, getting quicker, getting faster. But we also wanted to improve as a team. We wanted to start playing more for each other than playing as individuals.
And just off season, we all been working, and just every day it's hard. Just keep pushing, because that's what we do. We've been doing this since we was young, like adversity, and just want to win.
Our off-season weightlifting program is second to none. We have some great coaches that really push our kids in the weight room, both with using weights, but also with flexibility, plyometrics, quickness drills, etc. So this off-season, from January all the way until the beginning of the season in August, has been nothing but trying to get us physically prepared for this upcoming season. We've played probably one of the toughest schedules in Western Pennsylvania, playing teams that are much larger than us, teams that have had huge amounts of success, last season's state champions, etc. We've been able to stand up to each one of them, and very confident that we're going to meet our goals that we set at the beginning of the year.